Hi guys, and welcome to this week's episode of In Style Country. I'm Jonathan Kane.
And I'm Mackenzie Whitson, and this week we'll be taking you to a fabulous event benefiting the T.J. Martell Foundation at the Marathon Music Works.
Absolutely, as well as coverage of the Ballet Ball. Now let me tell you, if you guys love ballet or music, you do not want to miss this year's coverage of the Ballet Ball because it is all inspired by the legendary Johnny Cash.
And we have an exclusive interview with the Oak Ridge Boys.
And let me tell you, you do not want to miss all of these interviews this week on In Style Country. Now, if you love ballet, let me tell you, you do not want to miss this next segment, all about the Ballet Ball. And they had amazing performances by none other than Ronnie Dunn,
Sheryl Crow,
and John Carter Cash. Let me tell you, it was such a star-studded event. Check this out.
Hey In Style, I'm Erica, and we're here at the 2018 Nashville Ballet Ball. What was your inspiration between the correlation of the lobby style of the bright pinks and the pretty white flowers versus the Johnny Cash performance, which is a lot of plum, a lot of black?
Well, when we originally designed the Johnny Cash Ballet, I dove into his past and his emotions and his history with his wife, and
Which is quite dark.
which can be a bit dark. If you notice, a lot of the clothing on stage really are the color of bruises, which is where I got a lot of those colors. And then we just went deeper and darker and a little nakedy. So when it came ballet ball time, we wanted to connect that somehow, that darkness that Johnny Cash can have sometimes, to Nashville Ballet. What does outlaw country, music of that certain time period, and ballet of today have in common? So that's really where that came from, is mixing those two elements together. And then we threw in a lot of things about June Carter Cash that are sort of secret messages in some of those clothes that maybe not everyone can see right off. And stirred it up, poured it out, and there you go.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us. Everybody catch our full interview on InStyleCountry.com. You just had a great performance.
Thank you.
Can I ask you, who are you wearing tonight?
Who am I
Do you
wearing?
know?
I do.
You do?
I'm wearing the Couples. The Couples is like my favorite brand. I think they're in Paris, France.
Okay, yeah.
And everything they have, whether it's casual or cool or style or dress up or whatever it is, it's all great. So I love them. Yeah.
Well, I know Johnny Cash was a big inspiration to you growing up. So did he kind of influence your style tonight? And then just kind of throughout your career, did he also influence your style?
Yeah. I mean, I wear black every day, all black, all the time.
That is your signature style.
I mean, it was his first, and I'm kind of just tipping the hat, I guess. But I grew up right outside of Folsom Prison, and he's kind of been an idol of mine ever since I was a kid. And so more so, not necessarily influencing my sonic identity as an artist, but more my artistry and my image and the way that I hopefully can carry myself. And I always say this about him: there's no one like him before him, and nobody will ever be like him again. And hopefully one day someone can say that about me. So.
I think they will. Let me ask you this. Do you think you'll ever surprise everybody and just bring in a pop of color?
I think there's always possibilities for anything, but if it happened, I think it would need to be for a good reason. So just keep an eye out. We'll see.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Cheers.
Hi, this is Stella Parton, and today I want to talk about the skincare products from my kitchen. Let me make a list of things that you can have already on the shelf. You don't have to go buy all the expensive stuff. You can use olive oil and sea salt and make a scrub, and that's actually what I use to clean my face every day. I use coconut oil for emollient to take care of my elbows and my feet and my hands and all that stuff. I use clear vinegar, white vinegar in my hair rinse. so that it really takes care of a lot of the buildup that gets on your hair that you can't get rid of with other things. It's a clarifying rinse. I use just plain old Crisco sometimes to cleanse my face if I've had too much makeup on for too long working on camera like today. And of course I've always used egg white facials and oatmeal facials. There's so many things in the cabinets that you can take down and use, and you never have to say, I just can't afford all these expensive things, because I don't use them anyway.
Jonathan, Donald sat down with Kanan Cox for an interview, and I mean, you just have to see it.
I can't wait. Let's go.
What's up, guys? Donald with InStyle Country. I am hanging out with the Kanan Cox. What's up, man?
Living the dream, man.
Kanan, I know what your favorite shirt is.
Yes, you do. Go ahead, tell them. Tell them what my favorite shirt is.
Kanan's favorite shirt is no shirt at all. I found that out. Obviously, I don't know that from personal. It was just like your first couple of videos, like half the videos really sexy and like in bed and no shirt. And I'm like, well, Kanan, we know what you're most comfortable in, right?
Yeah, just no shirt. It's, you know, you don't have to worry about being constrained. You just, here I am, no shirt.
Like in the formal and the red carpets, like, are you going to, or have you put on like the tux, the black tie, or is like, no. What I wear is what I wear regardless.
Yeah, actually, I love suiting up, man. I actually love suits. I need to buy some new ones. I lost a bunch of weight, so now everything doesn't fit anymore. But I loved, on Carnival, we still had formal night, twice a cruise, and it was my favorite night because, and luckily on one of my contracts, it was my night off, so I didn't have to worry about getting sweaty. I could just get dressed to the nines, put on my cologne, and just be a boss and walk around and be like, yeah, I am really good looking. I enjoy dressing up.
As casual as you are, I mean, I've noticed you're rocking the iWatch. So.
The iWatch, yeah. Thanks, Dad. Christmas present.
If you had the opportunity right now to create or design your own clothing line, like what would it be, and like, what do you think it would look like?
Shirts for short, stocky dudes, with big butts. With big,
why?
Because me.
Why? Wait. Well, hold on. You threw me off on the big butts.
Listen,
like, I know, I get it, the short, because it fits in the shoulder, but not in the waist. I mean, so it hangs like a skirt.
Yes,
totally understand that. I don't understand the big butt, because
big butt, man. So, like, before I started like working out, and and now clothes fit a little bit better. But yeah, before it fit, I was like, oh man, this looks really good. It shows my guns, my chest. But then all of a sudden, it would stop at like your belt, and you look stupid. But then you get a large, and they got
you're wearing a crop top.
Yeah. And you get large, but then got too big. But then, see, I'm a barrel. I'm just a wide person. And so my chest is and so is my butt. So if I turn to my profile, here's his chest and here's his butt. So I look like this wide instead of just being like, his waist is actually here, but it's like chest and butt, boom.
I mean, that's a great profile.
Leg day, man, leg day.
Well, Kanan, definitely one of the most ambitious guys I know. So you do well at setting goals and accomplishing. So maybe we, like after this, go to the gym, like
Let's go.
hit the weights, do some squats.
I can do 2 a day. I got nothing to do. Yeah. I got a meal prep in there.
Meal prep, protein.
Protein, 32 grams, 15 carbs. Yeah, man.
Thanks for hanging out.
Away from carbs, man.
Kanan Cox. That's InStyle Country.
Now, Mackenzie, have you ever been to the Grand Ole Opry?
I haven't.
Oh my goodness, girl, we got to get you there.
We do.
Well, we are so fortunate because we do have our very own Donald, not only at the Grand Ole Opry, but backstage with the legendary.
The Oak Ridge Boys.
Yes, sir. Let me tell you, amazing interview all about decades of style and fashion with the legends, the Oak Ridge Boys. Here it is.
Hey guys, it's Donald with InStyle Country, and I am at the historic backstage of the Grand Ole Opry with, well gosh, legends. Really legends for me and everyone else, the Oak Ridge Boys. Hey guys, how are you?
Thank you, brother. Doing great.
Oh my gosh, thanks so much for hanging out. You guys over the years has, your style or sense of fashion. I know it's always been about the music and the performance, and I mean, that is unbelievable. Over the years though, how's it changed for you guys? Or has it? Or is it like, we wake up, yes, we make sure we're put together, but at the end of the day we go out and do us, or has it really developed or evolved over the years as far as what you guys dress and look like?
I think the cool thing about the Oak Ridge Boys is that we let each individual guy kind of do his own thing. Nobody's like captured within an Oak Ridge Boy image at all.
Oh, okay.
Each guy's a different personality with a different background and a different skill set. And, ooh, that sounded like the movie Taken. Set of skills. We have a very special set of skills. And before we go into our set of skills, we all just get ready in our own way. And I mean, you know, like Dwayne wears what's the name of those shirts you wear all the time? They're really
Robert Graham.
He's into Robert Graham shirts and maybe a vest, maybe not. Black jeans.
Yeah.
Golden usually sports a Western fringe kind of mountain man look. Richard usually dresses up in the absolute latest fashion. He's got a couple of new jackets right now that would make you envious, my friend.
I would like to see and talk about that.
And I like a pair of blue jeans and boots and some kind of fancy looking show shirt of some sort anyway. And I have all kinds of different shirts. And that's kind of it.
Have you seen fashion from, you know, when you guys first started come full circle? Does that make sense? Like, in other words, what you originally was back in the day, now it's coming back, and like, I would love, if y'all have not thrown anything away, I would love to go through y'all's closets. I'm not kidding. I would love to see what y'all have, because I guarantee you I would wear 90% of it if I could fit.
Probably would.
And I'm just saying, if you're giving it away, I'll take it. That's
Back in the early days, we all wore matching suits.
Oh, wow.
But we did things a little differently. We went to a place, even as a gospel group, Dino's up in Cincinnati, very, very ahead of its time, style-wise.
Okay.
And when he knew we were coming, he would put back stuff for us and then talk us into wearing it.
Wow.
There was a time as a gospel group that we had a pair of green and maybe the other was brown stiletto shoes.
Wow.
With heels that tall, long before women ever wore them.
Oh my gosh.
And we almost ran ourselves out of gospel music wearing those things. I think we maybe
Almost
did.
broke both ankles wearing
Right.
those things, as I recall.
And
That's it, man. That is
So
it.
yes, I shop at Tractor Supply.
Hey, all over the board with Oak Ridge War. I mean, just style and fashion is really another part of who they are. And like you said, they are performers to the heart, but their style and fashion. I'll be honest, I have to make one comment. I really hope those platform like stiletto shoes come back.
I still got
I'll
them.
be honest.
I
These
still
girls
got
are
'em.
wearing heels now that are making me look short, and I would really like the heels to come back for the guys to kind of balance it out, right?
I remember them well. We used to come out on stage looking like Watusis.
Oh gosh.
I mean, we were tall, man.
Well, I'll
we
tell
were
you
tall
what.
in the saddle, baby, with them shoes on.
I'll start wearing them, and if anybody says, I'll go, look, the Oak Ridge Boys told me I fit in. And that's all I need to know, because, guys, that is in-style country with the Oak Ridge Boys. Thanks so much for hanging out,
thanks, man.
guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey guys, this is Mackenzie with In Style Country, and today we are here with Emma White. Hello.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So, how would you describe your style?
My style is probably pretty simple. I like classic pieces. Like I like a lot of black. And yeah, just simple and classic. I don't like anything too like heavy into patterns or anything like that.
Right.
So.
Where's your favorite place to shop?
I love Zara. And my sister actually is more of the shopper, so she shops for me.
So, you come from a musical family. How did you know you wanted to follow into their footsteps?
My mom and I were actually writing songs when I was 3. We were just talking about this the other day. Like, we used to make the bed together, and I would be like writing with her, like while we would sing.
That's so
and like
cute.
write. I would give her rhymes and stuff, and but yeah, I mean, ever since I was born, it was all I wanted to do. It was like the one thing I just knew. Like there was no question in my mind. I just always knew.
Yeah, just had a calling.
Yeah.
What's the main difference between your day-to-day style and then your performing style?
My day-to-day style, my roommates like to say that my day-to-day style is grandpa business casual. So my roommate Sarah coined my style.
I love that.
Grandpa business casual, because I like to wear sweats that are cute looking.
Oh, me too.
Like
yeah.
like
joggers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like really cute.
Yeah.
I love that. And then performing, I usually always wear a black dress, and I want to do a little black dress tour and like change up the dress and designer at every show, but that's like long down the road.
Are your music videos out? Did you style yourself for that, or did someone do that for you?
I do a little bit of it. I'm usually pretty picky, but my friend Jess Ivy, she is always like sending me ideas, and whenever I'm about to do something, she'll send me different ideas and like just different pictures, and so she always kind of helps me style for things. So.
I'm so tired of being lonely and not knowing what to do. Grab your keys, baby. I'll be me and you'll be you. Get in your car, point it my way. I'm not asking you to stay. Don't have to talk, don't have to try. Just wanna lay with you tonight. And we don't have to know when and where this ends. So let's stay up, let's stay in. Let's not overthink it.
Awesome. So where can we find your music?
My last EP was released about a year ago, and it's on Apple, iTunes, Spotify, everything, Pandora. So that's just called Emma White, and it's about a year old. But yeah, it's all over the place. So I also have a video out, and that is, I have 2 videos out. They're both acoustic videos. One is Overthink It, and that's my favorite one, and Not That Into You. And Whiskey Riff premiered the Overthink It one, and that's like my favorite acoustic video from the album. So
Awesome. Well, y'all will have to check her out. Thank you. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you guys.
Jonathan, growing up in Texas and country music, the Mandrell sisters were such an inspiration.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to catch up with Earlene Mandrell and hear all about her new book. Hello everyone, Jonathan Kane here with the beautiful and talented Miss Earlene Mandrell. And then of course we have Miss Blakely right here. Now tell us a little bit about Blakely. How old is she?
She's 15 months now, and my granddaughter, I love it.
Aw, you have a little cameo. I love that. All right, let's go right into this new album. So thanks to you. Now, it seems like from listening to it, it's so beautiful, by the way. You just released it. Yeah, you just released it this past year for everyone at home. You can find it on Spotify. I've already found it there, or you can buy it probably all over, I would assume.
Well, iTunes, but if you go on to my website, and my name is spelled so different, it's Irlene. So if you go into Earlene, I was named after Irby, my dad's IRBY, so EarleneMandrell.com, and you can order it. It's the only place really to get the hard copy, which I like because I sign them, I pre-sign them.
You were brave beyond your years. You stood and faced our darkest fears. Now the world's a better place to come home to, thanks to you.
So definitely check out the new album. And we also want to talk about your book, So God Reigns Miracles. So tell us a little bit about your book as well.
This one I worked on even longer than I worked on that one. This one has been stories that I've told there was a Christmas story I'd share since my kids were little with them every year. They're stories it started out as stories of just my family even before I was born, and then ones that happened after, and then extended family that were really close, that you just go, that's just, there's too strong to be a coincidence.
Sure.
To me,
Absolutely. Thank you so much for stopping
you,
by. My pleasure. It's so great to catch
and
up with you.
maybe I get to see your stuff sometime. I mean,
Honey,
I can't go to Dallas now, but
Yeah, I know. But when you have a moment, you've got to come to my studio and we'll play some dress up. So I have cocktail evening wear and then also a line of shoes. But then we also do some fun show stuff like tour jackets and cool, like if you need like a blazer that's really fabulous,
that would
things
be
like
fun.
that. We do
Maybe I
special
do that
pieces
and
like that.
bring girls, my daughters and stuff, and do some pictures together.
We
and
should
stuff.
totally do a whole day with the Mandrell girls, for sure.
Actually, I should bring Derek too, right?
Oh,
So we'd have all of
don't-
us together.
Don't leave him out. I do have some cool men's stuff as
Okay.
well. Well, we're going to have some fun. Well, thanks so much for tuning in as well. Please remember, for everything else and for outtakes from this interview, check out InStyleCountry.com. I'm Jonathan Kane, and signing off with the beautiful Earlene Mandrell.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, you're probably going, what in the world is she doing with this nail file and her high heels? No time for this. Let me ask you, how many times have you bought brand new shoes and you put them on and you're going out and you slip? You slip because they're not ready for action, ladies. So I'm going to teach you a super simple trick. This is absolutely something you have in your house. A nail file. You know when you get to the hotel and they have those little nail files? Take them with you. They are the best. Or if you have sandpaper, that's also good. Or if you have some concrete, you can get out there and just scrape them. But if you're in a bind, you got to come up with something super quick, just take your little nail file and get down. File that bottom and check it. Until it doesn't slide, keep on keeping on. So that you don't have any hazards. So, nail file, high heel shoe, match made in heaven.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Donald with In Style Country, hanging out at the second annual 90s night. I'm hanging out with Chris Lane.
Duffel bag, backseat, my dash, your feet.
In high school, I got on this Abercrombie kick where I always had to have the polo shirt with the Abercrombie sign on it, and then real baggy jeans. I mean, that was just the thing. I thought I was Kenny Chesney with my puka shell neck. I wore so many puka shell necklaces that would always leave like huge indentions in my neck.
But it was worth it.
John Michael Montgomery let me borrow his cowboy hat for the night. And Kix Brooks sent me this shirt over. It was one of his old shirts that he let me borrow for the night. And Dwight Yoakam sent over his jeans.
Chris, thanks so much for hanging out. This is awesome.
Thank you.
That's In Style Country, guys.
When we had the idea to do this night, we wanted to make sure that everyone knew that, hey, this is coming from a genuine place in our hearts, and we just want to do something that means a lot to us. And the 90s is so special. We grew up on all these songs, and they inspired us to move to Nashville and gave us this dream.
You have this one outfit that, your mom always brings out, that Polaroid picture, and goes, I can't believe I wore that. Is there that embarrassing 90s attire that you remember?
Never let my parents dress me. I wanted to dress myself, and for about 4 shows in a row, I wore my boots backwards on my feet. So in all of my pictures,
Wait, on purpose?
No, I didn't.
Not on purpose?
I mean.
Oh my gosh. Adam Sanders, this is In Style Country, and that's pretty in style right there, backwards boots. Start that trend again.
I have a pair of skids, and a lot of people don't know what skids were. The skids were like these ugly plaid overalls that looked like they were on backwards.
Mine wasn't necessarily the clothes. I had the mullet. And
nice.
I had a bona fide blonde mullet back then.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate it. In Style Country and Low Cash.
Oh my gosh, this week has been jam-packed in Nashville.
I know, I'm exhausted. So much going on here. Well, that's it for this week's episode. Thank you guys for tuning in to In Style Country.
That's Nashville Style Country.
And if you love this episode and you want to see more, make sure you check out all of our socials, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that crazy stuff. Y'all know what that stuff is. We'll see you next week.